Hello, my name is Chris Barrett. I am a master's degree student in the Masters of Teaching program at Liberty University. My concentration is secondary education in the history department, and this is the Education 504 Educational Thinker presentation. My presentation was done on Thomas Jefferson. Jefferson was known for many things. He was called the man of the people. He was also best known for drafting the Declaration of Independence and was a huge advocate for education within the state of Virginia and also the rest of the country. Jefferson started at the age of 16 at the College of William and Mary in 1760. He studied philosophy and mathematics. He was also fluent in several languages. At the age of 23, in the year of 1767, he also studied law and passed the Virginia bar exam, which is pretty incredible to start your college pursuit at the age of 16 and then graduate being a full-blown lawyer at the age of 23. Jefferson's educational philosophy. Jefferson wanted to teach children how to read, write, and understand the basic mathematical skills. This was something that he was a big advocate for in his state of Virginia. Jefferson also divided education into three groups. The primary group, which was ages 6 to 8, the intermediate ages group, which was ages 9 to 16, and the university group, which was ages 17 to 19. Jefferson impacted the education system by fighting the systematic public education for children in the Commonwealth of Virginia. This was huge. This was something that had never been done, never been fought for, and Jefferson believed that the best of the best would rise to the top and that the best student in intermediate school would be selected to attend his university, the University of Virginia. Critiquing a little bit of what Jefferson was doing, the selection process that he was wanting to do for getting someone into his university, the best of the best rising to the top. It was really narrow, and it didn't account for different learning styles and how children with disabilities learn. So it was kind of a barrier when it came to really choosing the best of the best. We understand from a way of thinking that the best of the best at times will rise to the top, but as we've seen with education nowadays, different learning styles and different learning disabilities, they tend to learn a different way. So if you're doing one selection process for all students and not really going about how taking into account how other students learn, then you're not able to really find out who the best of the best is. In theory, Jefferson's idea in theory to educate the masses of the population was great. However, the system had not reached a point in which it can handle it. And what this meant was there wasn't the ability for students to grasp the different learning styles. Teaching wasn't to the point that it needed to be to teach masses in an entire state. They were going off of just a few teachers, handful of teachers in different places, and the rural areas wasn't getting the education that they needed in order to be in that selection process. And some of the children that could have possibly benefited from the selection process just wasn't getting recognized for what they needed. While his theory wasn't necessarily obtainable, Jefferson did change the landscape of American history for the education system at the collegiate level. Jefferson really, education system as a whole changed everything. At the time, there wasn't a lot of kids getting the education that they needed, and it was going to a certain point, and then kids were stopping going to school. And the ability for Jefferson to want to reach the masses the way that he did and teach all children read, write, and understand basic math skills, it was changing the way people were living and changing the way society was going. And overall, it was just the process and the way that he came up with these ideas just revolutionized the way that we see education today, and it jump started into what we are seeing today. Again, my name is Chris Barrett, and this is the Education 504 Educational Thinker presentation. Thank you.